Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today because it is Wednesday, so box day. We are going to make a lidded box. We have not done a lidded box in a long time. So we're going to go ahead and grab our yellow books, the lidded box book, and we are going to make a box that way. Okay. This is for a swap that I'm about to host. So I made a little example here, but I want to package it in a box. And so I figured, let's make a Wednesday all about my packaging. So here are my items. And my box needs to be at least, let's see, that's 3 by 3, I want to say. And this one is, I want a box which is 6 by what? 6 by what? Let me get a ruler. Let's do 6 by 3 3/4 by maybe 1 1/4, just so I can give myself some room. I should have wrote that down because now I can't remember. Okay. 6 by 3 3/4 by 1 1/4. So now I need all 4 sides to be 1 1/4 thick. And you know what? I'm going to make this a hinged box just because I can use the same measurements and I don't have to worry about making the lid slightly bigger. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so my left to right is 6 inches. My up and down is 3 3/4. Okay, I wonder what I was making here that I just stopped making. Alright, let's go ahead and math this out. So we need this, this, and this. 3, 4, 5 and a half. 6 1/4. 1.25 plus 3.75 plus 1.25 equals 6 1/4 by 6, 7, 8 1/2, scored on all 4 sides at 1 1/4. Okay. Alright, so I can only get one piece out of a sheet of paper, but that's fine. I'm going to use what? I think I'm just going to use black for the bottom. 6 by 8 1/2. Yeah, I'm going to use my 110-pound weight for the bottom. And you know what? Since we're going to make a hinge lid, I think I'll do the same and then just decorate the top. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 6 1/4 by 8 1/2. So 6 1/4. My paper's already 8 1/2, so I'm good with that. Let me get the second piece. Okay. And then we're going to score it on all 4 sides at 1 1/4. Okay. My paper flew. That's my craft room, so I had to get that. Alright, so let me make sure. Alright, I'm going to move some of this stuff. So 1 1/4 on all 4 sides. And that's going to be the exact same because we are going to make this hinged. If you're not making it hinged, like you just want the top to be able to pull off all the way, then you're going to make your lid one tick mark, like the 1/16 of an inch, bigger than these measurements. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do the same 1 1/4 and 1 1/4 and rotate 1 1/4, rotate 1 1/4. Okay, so for the bottom box, we're just gonna put the long side at top, cut your first score line, miter your square, and cut off the bulk. Your next score line, cut up, miter, miter, and bulk. Rotate it and do the same thing on the opposite side. So score line, miter, miter, bulk, and score line, miter, miter, and bulk. Okay, I didn't do this one exactly on the score line. Okay, all right, now go ahead and varnish your box. So I did not do my score lines heavy enough, and so my paper's cracking, but it's okay because this is the bottom of the box. Okay. And so for my top, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it back in my scoreboard or paper trimmer, and I'm just going to really push in those score lines. And this is for a 110-pound weight paper because it's so thick. And if you don't get that score line in there, it's going to crack. It's not going to do any damage to your final box. It's just going to look less than desirable. Okay. So I'm just pressing really hard. If you're on a scoreboard, I think you typically press harder anyway, so you'll be fine. But on the paper trimmer, I press it gently. Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and glue these tabs. I just pushed them in, and I'm going to go ahead and add glue. And line up the quarters. Now, if you are doing the pull-off lid, and you made your paper a 1/16 of an inch bigger, your measurement line, your score lines are still at 1 1/4. And you're going to put that lid together this exact same way. If you are following exactly what I'm doing, then we're going to do the lid slightly different. Okay, so just make sure your corners are lined up. Okay. All right. Let's put this away. Now you need to decide, if you're doing a hinge lid, you need to decide if you want the box to open like this way or you want it to open vertically. I want mine horizontal, so I need to cut on the long side. If you want yours vertical, then you need to cut on the short side. Okay, so we're going to do this front the same way. You're going to cut on the score line, miter, miter, cut the bulk. Okay. Cut the score line, miter, miter, cut the bulk. Okay, now on the back, we are going to completely cut the squares out. Okay, so just pay attention to when you're cutting because you want this to be kind of clean edge. So cut your squares completely off. So one square and then this other square here. No mitering, no nothing on this side. Just cut the squares off. Okay. Okay. So it looks like this. Now you're just going to put your tabs together on the front there. Well, first let's go ahead and varnish. Okay. We have our two little tabs. We're going to go ahead and glue those. And glue this tab. Line up our corners. Okay. There we go. So we have the front of our lid done. Okay, so you're just going to put it on top of your box. Make sure everything is all nice and lined up. And then you're going to glue this flap down. It's not going to want to go all the way to the end. You need to force it all the way to the end so that way your box doesn't have any gaps. And I do have a little bit of cracking, but that's okay. You can't really see it unless you're with the camera lights. Okay, so just make sure that is glued completely down. And you do want to open it and push it in and let that glue dry. So if you did not do the hinge box, then your lid is just going to come off and completely off. Hinge box, the lid doesn't come all the way off. It just opens. That's the difference. Let's see here. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right here to this corner where I didn't really get the glue in there that well. Okay, so your box is done. Now you're just going to decorate it how you wish. You can put paper down here, shreddies, whatever you need for your project. All right, guys. Oh, let me show you what it's going to look like. Like that. All right. Thanks for watching.